Yeah, but someone is coming around. Make something about it. Begins to cook from the inside. Hard. Yeah, it is right there. It is that time. Oh. Disintegrate. Black coffee.
No, this is a journalist.
Well,
Yeah, but I would think there, I think.
Robert is
No.
Here.
oh no, I'm gonna let her know. Are you available on Thursday, either in person or by Zoom? All right, Mr. Ramea?
he's not in. I just want to let them know what's
Okay.
going on.
Okay. Norma, may I recall him for Thursday?
Sure.
Well,
Do you need my number for my cell phone? It's us.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Alright, well, I know this, your name is Perez. What's your full name?
let me mute you, okay?
Yes.
All right. So we'll bring him back on the 26th. Sorry about that. Norma, I think next time it's sent, we probably need to start highlighting.
Okay.
I don't know what else we can do. All right. Fatima Leonore. All right, we're still waiting for your attorney. Joseph Smarto, is he in custody?
He's out here.
Mr. Smarto? If you'll come down, please.
He's on page 5.
All right. Norma, recall him for tomorrow. Hi, Mr. Smarto. Your attorney states that he didn't receive notice. Of course, there's some issues with Odyssey. So we're going to have you brought back tomorrow, okay?
Yes,
All right. Thank you for your understanding.
Mario. Oh.
All right, Feliciano Mora.
Yes, Your Honor. May I approach?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Mora, you can unmute now.
There you go.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. The court is calling 2025 CR 00610 State versus Feliciano Mora. Can I have parties announced?
Andrew Harrison, state.
Victoria Cruz on behalf of Raymond Martinez for the defense.
And are you Mr. Mora?
Yes, ma'am.
All
Yes, Your
right.
Honor.
Mr. Mora, do you have any objections to this attorney standing in to hear this motion?
No, ma'am.
All right, and defense, any objections to your client appearing by Zoom?
No, Your Honor.
State, any objections to the defendant appearing by Zoom?
No.
And Mr. Mora, do you have any objections to appearing by Zoom?
No, ma'am. No,
All
Your
right, so defense, you are requesting a bond, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor. Original bond amount was 5,000 on the 1 to 4, 3,500 on the possession of marijuana, 4 ounces to 5 pounds. Defendant was late
Oh, is it that?
Friday.
Yes.
Remanded on Monday.
All right, and so with regards to,
Okay, so you're gonna.
The cause number- sorry,
This one.
one moment. And we're also on the record in 2025 CR 0061011. Is there an agreement with regards to bond amounts?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor. Stated defense agreed to reinstate the original amounts.
Okay, and I'm so sorry. And the cause number ending in 11, what's the bond amount?
Is that the 1 to 4, Your Honor, or the?
Yes, 1 to 4.
5,000?
And the cause number ending in 10?
For the marijuana, 3,500.
All right, Mr. Mora, can you raise your right hand for me, please?
Yes,
Solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
yes, ma'am.
You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Feliciano Mora.
All right, so you were remanded without bond. Is there a reason you did not appear?
I didn't get the letter, ma'am. I didn't know nothing about it. And when my bonds called me, I showed up as fast as possible. Like I literally, I have mail, UPS app, and it showed that the letter got there the day I was arrested. So I was already in court. I was already in court when I got the letter. I have UPS. I have a app that shows the letter, like literally put photo of the app showing that I got it right when I was already arrested.
All right, so we can go off the record. Who's this bondsman? His previous bondsman?
I'm not sure, Your Honor, but we're gonna assume the bond. But we're gonna post the bond.
Oh, okay, because I didn't know if y'all wanted to call the bondsman and see if the bondsman will reinstate the bond.
No, we're gonna cover the bond, Your Honor. Previous court appointed was Robert Geyer.
Okay, all right, thank you. All right, we're back on the record. Mr. Mora, have you ever been diagnosed with any type of mental health issues?
No, ma'am.
Have you ever been on any type of medication for mental health?
No, ma'am.
All right, in the past, have you ever used any type of controlled substance?
No, ma'am. Just marijuana.
All right, this is what the court will do. The court will follow your agreement. In 2025 CR 0061011, the court will set your bond amount at $5,000. And there's to be 30 sober meetings
Yes, ma'am.
in 30 days. And in the cause number 2025 CR 0061010, the bond amount will be $3,500. And again, 30 sober meetings in 30 days. And the conditions of bond will run concurrently. All right, we're off the record. So counsel, have you received any discovery in either of these cases?
No, Your Honor, we were just hired this morning.
All right, Ms. Ferguson. Can I have a reset date in 20 days, please?
I can't hear him, man.
I'm coming, sir. I'm only.
Works for us.
All right, so you're gonna be back in court on July 10th and you need to be here at 9 a.m. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. And when would I be released today?
I'm not in charge of your release, but I can tell you that your bondsman is gonna post the bond. And
Okay.
then
Sorry.
whatever their process is at the jail, I don't have any control over that.
Okay, yes, okay, thank you very much.
All right, you're welcome. Okay, so did you file a motion or is this just oral?
No, we filed a motion and a notice of retained counsel on each case. It was this morning. I'm not quite sure if they've been accepted.
All right, could somebody give me a printout of the motion for bond? I'm going.
It should be in the packet that I
This is
turned in.
what I-
I didn't.
Okay. Let me see something.
Did they get accepted already?
Is it this?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah. She's given it to me.
Okay.
It was just in a different source. Okay, so that's that. And then you can have, make a copy of it.
Oh, it's just the notice of retained counsel.
And then, there's one more that's coming.
Thank you. Okay, Bobby. I trust y'all. I just need it entered, please. Because I'm gonna drop it off right now. Okay. Thank you so much, Runner. May I be excused?
Yes.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
All right, who's here on Roman Flores?
Here, Your Honor.
And where's Mr. Flores?
He's in the box, Judge.
Come down. All right, today's plea deadline date.
Sort of. Well, if I can explain, Judge.
Sure.
So he ended up with a new number one charge,
Mhm.
possession with intent, which is a 15 to life offense.
Mhm.
Robert Featherston has been appointed to that case. I didn't realize that we even had it until here. I've been off the wheel for about 4 months. What I was actually hoping the court would see fit, and I just talked to Robert, is to appoint him to all the cases, and he'll be here tomorrow. And it's a chance he may be able to work out a global offer.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, recall him for tomorrow.
Yes.
All right, and then
Are you okay?
see if Mr. Featherston, he's fine with being placed on all cases?
Yes, ma'am. I just talked to him.
Okay.
He's on, again, the 15 to life offense. I know nothing about it. And again, Judge, I've been off the wheel for about 4 months now, so just
Okay.
trying to work through my backlog.
Okay. All right, Norma, and if you'll put Mr. Featherston on that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow.
Maybe excuse, Judge.
Yes.
Have a good day.
Are you gonna be here Friday?
Wasn't supposed to, yes. An hour ago.
I'll text you and I'll take you to lunch for your birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I gotta go back. We gotta-
I'll do it until Friday. Yep. Very well.
Oh, yes, no, you're correct. Mhm. Is the other one correct? Okay, thanks. And Norma, on Moreno, I'm sorry, Moore, you gave July what?
11th, 10th, I'm sorry, July 10th, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
What's that? What's actually a read? That changed. No, but I remember. During the hospital when she would be. And they first. So they're very so. No, okay, you're just saying it's. You go to. I know she's gonna enter. Okay. How long should I give it before I drop it off? I don't know. Oh. I'll go back in there. I have to go up.
Oh, Victoria,
Yes, ma'am.
if you need a copy of this, I've almost completed putting it in the system.
Oh, no, I trust you guys entirely. One of the
Okay,
few
all
ones.
right, thank you.
Thank you so much, Judge.
You're welcome. All right, are you already on Fatima? I'm sorry, Fatima Leonore?
We're already done.
All right, if you'll come forward. All right, so we have an interpreter.
Yes.
Okay. And then is she a citizen?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. And do you need an immigration attorney or no?
I will, Judge, but not at this time.
We started the process soon. So are you appointed, retained?
Appointed, Judge.
All right, so we can have Mac have an immigration attorney to guide you with regards to immigration issues.
Sure, Judge, that's fine.
All right, so Norma, if you'll let Mac know on this case, there needs to be immigration.
Yes, ma'am. The links. And then the information.
All right, and then the court has signed the protective order for the CPS records.
That's correct, Judge. And I do have now the CPS records.
Okay. All right, is there any other outstanding discovery? Any medical? I don't know anything about this case other than what the charges are. So do we know if there's medical?
Judge, I do have, and I've gone through the state's record. There are medical records. We're going to continue going through what discovery we have.
Okay,
If there's anything missing, I'll let the state know before we sign the discovery acknowledgement.
all right, Ms. Ferguson. If you'll put this for discovery and we'll put it at the beginning of August,
Yes,
I
sir.
think that should get everybody time. All right, I need an August date, beginning. Is that a good date?
It is, Your Honor.
All right, we'll come back on August 4th. Is there anything else for the court?
It's not from defense counsel. Judge.
All right. All right, do you have any questions?
No.
All right, okay, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Yeah, all of our guys, this is me just. But I don't know, I don't know, like, at one point that it's been approved there. Oh, I don't think they were. Yeah, I'm just gonna give this back.
Thank you. All right, there's no hours listed in here. No, it just has excess. That's okay.
I did it on my end at some point. Oh, you know what? I think I did it at the end.
Okay.
Maybe I just did it on the order.
Mhm.
Right here, I put an additional 30 hours. You want me to write it on the front?
Sure.
Sorry, guys.
All right, no problem. It happens.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Can you let her know there's no order attached to this?
Okay. Yeah, like, I just had her print it for me. and I
Okay.
just-
All
I'm
right.
pretty sure. Is it filed? Is it filed?
It is filed, it's sealed, but maybe I didn't, I don't know. I don't remember what I did yesterday, let alone whenever I did this, like a week ago.
It happens.
Well, Judge, I've lost my voice for the second time
Oh,
in a month and a half.
oh.
So it's gonna be a long trip to March.
Mm-hmm.
Forget November. So yeah, we're able to pick a jury again today.
Oh, which court?
We're in civil, so we don't know. Now
Ah,
we're not sure if we're gonna get sent out. I'll come back. I thought I did it, but. Oh, let me check. Renee. Renee.
Just try this again.
I'm gonna
Third
read.
time is a charm.
Okay,
I made it simple. I didn't, maybe I should have added an extra line for how many hours.
no, no, no.
Okay,
I
good.
mean, this is good.
Okay.
And you're appointed on this?
Yes.
Okay.
I also realized I probably should have filed it a long time ago.
Yes.
Not after the fact, and I was like, what?
It happens.
Like, I guess the only one who'll suffer if it's denied is me.
Yeah.
Thank you, bud.
You're welcome.
I'll be right back, say it now.
Make sure you get a copy of that.
To attach.
No, a copy for you to have, because once it's sealed, yes, because once it's sealed, it's an act of Congress to get it unsealed.
This is the first time exceeding.
All righty.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, you have to go off the time I got it here. There was. No. When people are on the same. Yeah, so.
That's like.
Right. So let's see.
I don't like.
Sorry.
Okay.
Before that.
Well, the song. So they don't. It's something. This page is basically all. And then, whoever you know, rock bottom, within. Basically, I think. Something. Which is that.
Yeah. And I guess I thought you were about to say something else, maybe it's still. Either way.
Yeah, yeah. That's not.
Bye, Marissa. Bye, y'all. Have a good day.
Bye.
Yes, I got it.
Yeah.
Bye.
Nice falling around.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
Could be way better.
Oh, well, I mean, it always can get better,
So,
but you know, the key is we have to figure out why we are in the position we're in. And then once we figure that out, we figure out is it just that I'm in the position that I'm in? And then we change our choices, right? And make better choices. So I had you brought over today. I was actually gone last week because I had to speak at a seminar, but you were brought over because I received word from the staff that your relatives were concerned about you at the jail. So has that issue been addressed?
I believe so, Judge. I know that in speaking with him today, he does feel more comfortable in the pod that he's currently in. He also notified me that within the jail, he's going to be taking anger management as well as basic employment skills.
Mhm.
So we're hoping that anger management class can help alleviate some of his issues that he may be having internally, as well as perhaps with other inmates there at the jail. I know that originally he was maybe being ordered to DDRF, but I do know that in speaking with the probation office that it may be amenable for a recommendation to state ISF,
Mhm.
which would have a significantly less wait time for him to get over there. So he was happy to hear the news of a possible shorter waits to get into treatment, so he can have the resources to be successful. And I did encourage him to really hone in on those anger management classes as well as the basic employment skills while he's waiting transfer to state ISF. So something to keep his mind occupied, something to work on while he's waiting, and then for him to get that opportunity at state ISF and run with that opportunity, learn as much as he can, so he can hopefully one day be back in the community and be able to be compliant with the rules and conditions of probation.
Probation?
That is correct, Judge. So he was found medically ineligible to proceed with DDRF,
Okay.
and we just received word of that. So Mr. Crum just signed the paperwork we needed to complete his state ISF packet. Did notate that we did tell them that the current wait time is approximately 45 days
Okay.
for state ISF, and gave them the program link as well.
All right. So then we'll alternate him in to state ISF.
Well, Judge, you've already signed conditions.
Oh, I did?
to go to
Okay.
State ISF.
If he didn't meet the criteria for DDRF, so there's nothing for me to sign?
No, Judge.
Okay. And then when he's released from state ISF, we'll need him brought back to court because there are other things that are going on
Sure.
where he was, I think, with a girlfriend, they had a child, there were issues. And so there's currently a no contact order with Brooklyn Chrome and no contact with minors. And he's not allowed in Waco, Texas. So,
He, Judge, and you also put him on GPS upon his release. from
yes,
Whatever facility he goes to.
yes.
Okay, I see, Your Honor. So it'll be more of a status check to see if the conditions need to be maybe amended at that time.
Mhm.
Okay, I'll be available for that hearing, Your Honor.
All right, awesome. So, Ms. Abrams, just as soon as he's released from ISF, we'll have a hearing for him to be back here.
Yes.
Is there something else you need?
No, Your Honor.
All right.
Do you have any further concerns with the jail as far as, I mean, since you're in a different pod now?
I know ever since, I think the 8th of this month, I was assaulted by a guard. I know that, and then they took away all my commissary. They threw me in a lockdown pod, and then told my mom and that I wasn't in a lockdown pod. And they told me my fingers were broken, and he punched me in my face. And
Well, on that, if there's an issue, you need to file a report. But what I can tell you is if you're placed on lockdown or in a pod, it's because they're saying that there's been some violation of a rule or condition. I don't know because I'm not at the jail. Your attorney can look into seeing if there was a violation or a rule condition. And I do know that usually, or the legal process as jail is supposed to be, if there is a violation of an infraction, you're going to request a hearing. And then they'll have a hearing. And sometimes when you have those hearings, they'll lessen the days that you have on lockdown. But they are allowed to take your commissary, not allow you to have visitation. But they cannot deny you food. They can't deny you at least an hour outside of your pod. But in that hour, you have certain choices you can make. Do you want to do a shower as a part of that hour? You don't get an hour outside your cell plus a shower. All of that is included. You understand? So you'll need to talk to your attorney, and your attorney can look at whatever documentation if there's an issue at the jail. Okay.
otherwise, thank you for my second chance, and
All right, you better use it and run with it.
doing my best, Your Honor. I'm back on my meds, so.
Yeah, but here's the thing, people go off their meds, and I keep telling them, don't go off your meds. If there is a side effect, you need to let somebody know.
No.
All righty. Well, your attorney can let your parents know that you're okay. All right, you're welcome. Thank you. All right, who's here on Jonathan Bazone, Bazzadoni? There's an I at the end.
Yeah, Bazzadoni.
Bazzadoni, come down. When I say the last name, I want to do this because it sounds very Italian.
Does, I was.
Is that
curious.
Italian or is that not Italian?
Is it Italian?
Yeah, part of time, it's, it's, the old name, yeah.
Bazzadoni.
It's
See,
Donnie.
yeah, sometimes, when you're doing the Italian names or trying to do them, for some reason, your voice pitch goes higher and you do this with it. I don't know why. All right, court is calling 2025 CR 004832 State versus Jonathan Herrera Bazzadoni. Could I have parties announced?
Ashley Jones for the state.
Renee Munoz on behalf of Mr. Bazzadoni.
And are you Mr. Bazzadoni? Counsel, you received all discovery?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Judge.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Bazzadoni, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it? Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Your Honor, my understanding is that we would be waiving the repeat offender enhancement allegation.
That is correct, Your Honor. No objection by the defense.
All right, did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, sir.
You're charged with assault, family, household with a previous conviction as a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you enter a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand? You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you were giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? Counselor, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yes, Judge.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
That is correct.
Mr. Bazondi, did anyone threaten you, coerce you, or place you in fear to get you to enter this plea? Anyone promise you anything other than the plea? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes,
Are you a U.S. citizen?
yes,
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 3 years in the prison. There's a $1,500 fine, no applications. This will run concurrent with 2025 PF 0279719. There's an affirmative finding of family violence, and there's to be no contact with Cheryl Ann Hernandez and Mary Jean Bazzadoni. Did you understand that to be the plea? Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition? Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to be designated as primary custodial parent? Did you understand that to be the entirety of your plea?
Yes,
Defense is at the plea?
Yes.
State is at the plea?
Yes, sir.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
yes,
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
yes,
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead?
no contest.
State any evidence.
First states exhibit 1 in all attachments.
No objection.
All right, and state, have you had contact with the complainant?
Your Honor, I believe we've made attempts and previously, yes.
All right, thank you. You may be excused. Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes,
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
yes,
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand?
yes,
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
If we may, Your Honor,
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
we ask that you follow the negotiated plea agreements. My client is willing to take responsibility for his actions, learn from them, grow from them, and with the intent of this never ever happening again, Your Honor. So he knows he messed up. He's willing to take accountability, responsibility for it, and we ask that the court follow the plea bargain, Judge.
All right, what do you learned? Because it doesn't appear that you've learned anything.
well, the thing is that, you know, I can't be doing this for sure, and that, you know, I'm
Doing
not
what?
gonna- Not, you know, hassling my mother and everything like that, and
Hassling her
Yeah.
for what?
for money and things like that, that
Why do you
I
need
should
money?
be working on my own.
No, why do you need money?
Why do I need money to live?
No,
Everybody needs money to live.
that's
but
not what the police report said.
I really needed money to get myself something to eat. And, I want.
That's not what the police report said.
Yes, I know what it said, but my mom always refers me to being a drug user and whatnot. So she blames every ounce of me asking for money in this
How old are you?
manner. I'm 43 years old at the moment.
Why you continue to ask money from your mom?
because I have no other available income and I'm not really that like capable. I was I was I was diagnosed with bipolar, schizoaffective, manic depressive thing going on with me and I've been on SSI since I was 13.
Mhm.
And basically I got these charges and I did the same thing and took my punishment and did the whole 5 years and whatnot and
But see, here's the
came
problem.
out
The problem
and
is you,
I couldn't take it 3 years without having my SSI.
but the problem is you
Let's
continue
see.
to do this. That's the problem. And I'm trying to figure out, how are you going to change your life? Because it doesn't appear that you're ready. And yeah, I'm going to follow your agreement, give you the 3 years. But when you get out in 3 years, it appears that you're going to be right back. And then you're going to be habitual and your minimum is going to be 25 years.
Your Honor, and I spoke with my client, just exactly what the court is talking to him about. The criminal history that he's accruing, as well as the nature of the charges. If he ever comes into contact with law enforcement again, I know that they're gonna have concerns of their own. So, I have advised him, and I know he's gonna take the time to think about it at TDC, that he can't raise his hand in anger to anybody, because, that's gonna get the attention of law enforcement, and he's gonna be arrested and subject to the same kind of scenario that we're in, the definition of insanity sort of a thing, definition of insanity, doing the same thing, expecting different results. So I talk with my clients about future scenarios and situations that he incurs, to either walk away, found different avenues for his stressors, so he doesn't remain in this kind of cycle of institutionalization. So I know he's had a lot of time to think about it. He's been in custody, hasn't had the opportunity, ability to bond out. But I know that he knows now that if he ever raises his hand in anger against anybody in a violent way, that he's going to be seeing a lot more of the inside of a jail cell and a prison cell, which he definitely wants to avoid. So we definitely had that conversation, Your Honor.
All right, so here's the thing. At some point, you're an adult and your mother doesn't have to give you any money. Nobody has to give you any money if they don't want to. You are not someone's dependent for the rest of your life, at least not in this situation. I know there are other cases where people may be someone's dependent, but is your mom able to claim you on her taxes?
Mm,
So, yeah, so there's no need for her to constantly give money to a person of your age. You've got to figure it out. You understand?
just
All right.
I realize that I'm trying to accent that in my mind for when I'm clear and able to be out, on my own, or when I'm going to be on my own sooner or later, I'm gonna have to man up, as they say nowadays, and just take care of my business.
Yeah, you are. And I'm telling you, if there's a drug issue, you need to take care of that as well, because that's what your mom is saying, that you wanted $5 for drugs. All right. The court is finding you guilty. The court is going to sentence you to 3 years in the prison. Give you credit for any time served. There's an affirmative finding of family violence, a $1,500 fine, time and money to run concurrent. This will run concurrent with 2025 PF 02719. No contact with Cheryl Ann Hernandez or Mary Jean Bazzadoni. And there is to be no contact. And the court will recommend the therapeutic community. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Right, because this is a felony conviction, because this is an affirmative finding of family violence, and also because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal, and you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, good luck to you. Thank you, counsel.
Thank you.
Who's here on Abel Favala? All right, just one moment. We're here for a restitution hearing.
That's correct, Judge.
So do we have anything?
Yes, Judge, I know the state has the business record affidavit from the hospital
Mhm.
in connection with this aggravated assault. We are in agreement, and my client is as well with the payment of the 2790
Okay.
.00. That's the outstanding amount balance that's
All right, and is this to be payable to University Health Systems or is this to be a payable to the complainant?
To the complainant, I believe.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Abrams. On Mr. Favala, the restitution is $2,790. We're gonna go on the record. The court is calling 2024 CR 5304 State versus Abel Favala. Can I have parties announced?
Andrew Harris, Salem State.
Renee Munoz on behalf of Mr. Favela.
And are you Mr. Favala?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so we're here for restitution hearing. The court has received the business records affidavit. And it is my understanding that both parties have agreed that the amount of restitution due to the complainant is $2,790.00. Is that correct?
Yes, Judge.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, is there anything else?
No, Judge.
Nothing for the defense, Judge.
Yes.
Complaining witness?
I'll have them give it to you. Thank you. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes.
Thank you, Judge.
That what? We can't be done, what? Okay, yay. We'll be back tomorrow.
With Gemini and Google Docs, you can get help brainstorming visual inspiration for your brand. From just one prompt, AI can create custom images that bring your vision to life with ease.
This is not a scam. The Health Food Allowance card is available for those on Medicare. This card can be worth a lot per year that can be used at your favorite supermarket for grocery shopping. If you don't apply in time, you will have to wait another 12 months to get it.